Yo, 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 what's good, people? Views on sport, back again. As you can hear, I'm not doing so well, people. Um, that's why I never got to do a fan cam yesterday. I was feeling even worse than I am today. Um, yeah, but I hope everyone's well. Other than that, Merry Christmas to everyone in the Christmas spirit. And the Premier League has been given some gifts. Great win for Arsenal, 5-1 yesterday, away to Crystal Palace. It was a bit of a weird game to begin with. Early goals from both teams. Jesus, this is why I was saying to my boy Abs, he needs to start. While he's in this purple patch, then we need to play him. But as I said to Abs as well, don't get carried away, because while James is in a purple patch, now we're going to hear this is the reason why we don't need no one in January. So, you know what I mean? It's the good, the bad and the ugly. Do you know what I mean with Arsenal? I'm just going to do a quick one today. It's not going to be over long. I know there's loads of people streaming because Liverpool's still yet to play Tottenham. You know what I mean? But Chelsea just drew to Everton, 0-0 away. It's not easy, innit? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, they were away. We was at home. So, I mean, that's one that the Chelsea has got over us, to be honest with you. I mean, we drew away previously to that with Fulham. But yeah, Man City lost again, 2-1 to Aston Villa. That weren't nothing that I would have predicted. I don't think that was my prediction. Man United just been beat 3-0 by Bournemouth. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But obviously, talking about the Arsenal game, like I said, crazy game to begin with. Gabriel James carrying on his rich vein of form, opening the scoring, and then we saw a little bit of kind of like nervy play from Arsenal. It kind of started from Raya, the way we was trying to play out, and we was kind of inviting the pressure on, and then Sarr equalised with a great finish, to be honest with you. Like, Saliba was standing off of him a little bit, gave him that extra yard, and then Sarr equalised. And when it was 1-1, I was just thinking, oh, here we go again. And then lo and behold, bish bash bosh, like Jesus again. I'm actually calling him Jesus. Do you know what I'm saying? Pops up again with another goal, and I'm thinking, wow, are we going to get 2 hat-tricks in 2 games? Do you know what I'm saying? Against Crystal Palace. Like, can we play Crystal Palace every week, sort of thing? And then I was still like, we'll have to wait and see how the game goes, because we were still looking a bit nervy. Then we ended up getting the third one. Another chance that I think Jesus hit the post, or had a header. I think he hit the post, didn't it? I think the keeper might have pushed it onto the post. Anyway, Havertz was there to pick up the trash and put it in. And I was a bit upset because obviously every time Havertz, I mean, he got the goal. I got to big him up. He's in the right place at the right time. But Havertz never works in midfield. We looked a lot better when Rice came on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was out of the midfield. But big him up. He got the goal. Some people were asking whether he was offside or not. He didn't look offside. And I was a bit upset because obviously I wanted Jesus to get the double hat-trick, but it weren't to be. Who else was on the score sheet? Oh yeah, Gabriel Martinelli was in the right place after a Rice strike to put it in. They're the kind of goals that he gets recently. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember any kind of like clean strikes from Martinelli. He kind of scuffs the ball when he hits it. Do you know what I mean? The kind of goals he gets a little bit scuffy, in my opinion. So, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's good for him. Good for him to be contributing for a change. Do you know what I'm saying? And people can kind of get off of his back, even me. But, we're not quite at a name change just yet. He's still Martin, and there's still Gabriel James just yet. If he would have got the double hat-trick, maybe I would have changed it back. But it weren't to be. It weren't to be. And I swear that whole incident came off the back of him actually missing a relatively easy chance. So he was been putting away these mad goals, chips, like shots, and they get me these kind of weird angle shots and going far posts and stuff like that, like driving, like clean shots, driving the ball into the corner. And then he had a relatively easy chance right in front of goal to get the hat-trick, and it was straight at the keeper. I think he pushed it out. You know what I mean? And then Rice obviously finished off the proceedings. I thought he was quite good when he came on, to be honest with you. But every time I see Havertz in midfield, I know we won yesterday, but it's a game that we had to grow into. So yeah, no, I can't complain. I thought that game was going to be a lot harder for us. Being the Premier League, I thought Crystal Palace weren't really going to go too gung-ho in the Carabao, but I thought they were going to really bring it at home. And they actually come and played. I'm not gonna try and say they were stinky or they were playing low block. Like, they actually come to do their thing, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And then look what happened. They got beat 5-1. So when teams play low block against Arsenal, can you really blame them? Especially if we haven't got no ideas, we're lacking for creativity, like we're stinking out the gaff, things like that. So credit to Crystal Palace. They were at home. Obviously the Carabao was 3-2. We was 3-1 up for quite a while, and then they got a little consolation towards the end. So they would have felt like they could have done something. Do you know what I mean? They're at home. Mateta again, like he's a problem, innit? He's a big striker, putting it on the defenders. And Gabriel and Saliba looked like they was at 6s and 8s in certain points. They were doing stuff you don't usually see them do. And every time I see someone score when they're facing up Saliba, he's like he gives them a yard. Do you know what I mean? And it's annoying sometimes. But apart from that and some nervy moments, we grew into the game. You know what I mean? The subs we made were positive. For once, he didn't hook Odegaard. So even though Wanyeri come on for those little few moments, they were still on the pitch together. I was a bit upset that he hooked Lewis Skelly because I thought he played quite well, like one of our best players in the game. So it would be good for his confidence if he can get a 90. Luca Talks Ball, big yourself up, my bro. Hope you're good. Make sure you go and subscribe to Luca Talks Ball. So I was happy to see Skelly start. Bit upset when he got hooked, but it is what it is. I was happy to see Kai Havertz get hooked. Big up Sergio. How you doing, my bro? I was happy to see Kai get hooked. I mean, he got a goal, like I said, in the right place at the right time, but he doesn't really offer nothing in midfield. And like I said to Abs when we done In Hindsight on his channel, like Jesus should start even with Havertz, but not that way. Jesus should have started on the left for me, with Havertz up top. But it is what it is. Big up Sergio saying I subbed. All right, I'm going to get you back when I finish this stream. As soon as it shows up, I'm going to get you back. Thank you for that. I appreciate everyone who's passing through because I know there's a lot of people going live. This one isn't going to be that long. As you can hear, I'm not well. I'm really feeling scummy. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but I wanted to get something over for you guys. And I've just been surprised with the weekend's football. I mean, we got is it the last game? Is Liverpool-Tottenham the last game? Is there anything on Monday this week? I'm not sure, guys. You'd have to let me know for the few people in it. But I know that game's coming up soon and I want to watch it myself. I'm praying. And Sergio likes too. Thank you, my bro. I appreciate that, man. Each and every time. I'm not well, so yeah, any likes would be great. But yeah, man, I can't not too much to complain. Like when I was the first 20 minutes, the first half actually. I mean, we made ourselves 3-1, so I kind of calmed down a little bit. But yeah, big up Mally's just jumped in as well. How you doing, my bro? Not well, feeling greasy, but just a quick little reaction to the Arsenal Crystal Palace game. Yeah, it's a game that we grew into. You know what I mean? Crystal Palace done their thing. But yeah, 5-1. Do you know what I mean? Like even when we was 3-1, I was saying to Abs, I'm still not directly comfortable. Like in the second half, we need to score one or two more, and he agreed with me. And then Raya, who's a possible man of the match for me, like soon as the second half started, I swear he made a point blank save, and I thought that was a key moment in the game. Do you know what I mean? Because if it would have went 3-2, then it would have been a whole different type of game, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like we grew into the game, innit? Like we grew into the game. Palace were playing physical, and it took Odegaard a while to get into the game, in my opinion. Do you get me? But we have to stand up to those challenges. Big up Sergio again, up to the game. Big yourself up, bro. Big up Mally. I feel like Rice changed the game performance-wise. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Every time we put Havertz in the midfield, it just don't work. I know he was bought as a midfielder, but it just don't work, innit? His position in the squad is obviously the striker, false nine, whatever you want to do. Do you get me? And if he can't score goals, he's got to battle it out with Jesus. Him going into midfield don't work. So Mali's right, innit? Like, as soon as Rice came on, I thought Rice had a great performance yesterday. Topped it off with a great goal. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Like all in all, I can't really complain. Do you know what I mean? But there was long periods in the game where I didn't feel comfy. But maybe that's just the pessimist in me. You know what I mean? The team grew into the game. Calafiori came on. Like I said, I was a bit upset for Skelly because I thought Skelly done really well. Big up Mali again, defensively and control of the midfield. Rice, yeah, I think he shored it up when he came on. 100%. 100%. Because Havertz weren't really adding much to the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Luca Talks Ball. I'm 20 away from 8,100. Hey, man, I wish I can get them kind of numbers, my bro. So if you're not subscribed to Luca, make sure you go and subscribe to Luca right now. Big up E. Ross in the building. How you doing, my bro? As you can hear, I'm horrible today, bro. And I was worse yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? I was walking around with tissue in my nose, like it was just falling out. I couldn't even talk properly. So big up everyone passing through, man. It ain't going to be a long one. I just wanted to have a quick chat about the game. And there's some mad results. Like, obviously, I can't talk yet. You know what I mean? Chelsea dropped points today. I'm sorry, but you dropped points. Everton, to get me, it ain't easy. I know. As an Arsenal fan, I know. Man City again. And I'm not being funny. Guys, how bad was Man City? Listen, Arsenal was stinky this year, yeah? We are absolutely stinky, yeah? But it's like, how can City be even worse? Like, watching them play is worse than watching Arsenal. It's mad. It is mad. Big up Sergio again. Are you in your house? Yeah, man. Of course, always. I'm on my couch, man. Ain't got my whole setup yet. We'll get to that, man. Next year, we're going to come better. Big up Luca. If anyone can sub. Yeah, make sure you go and sub to my guy Luca, man. Big him up. You can just tell Skelly is a midfielder. He's so comfortable. Yeah, man. Every time he plays, do you know what I'm saying? Every time he plays, like, he just looks like everyone's been banging on about Wanyeri, but Skelly, like, he might just be the answer. Like, he's 18 now. Like, Crystal Palace were very physical, and I thought he stood up to the test, innit? I thought he done well. Always cut, like, he inverts very well. Like, he's a midfielder. You get me? He's Mikel Ranieri doing his little tinkering. But big up Skelly, man. I mean, he could hold down that position. I mean, well, I doubt he will, because let's be honest, Arteta's paid that money for him. So you know Calafiori's gonna play. But it's good to have that option there in Skelly. Like, I don't feel like, say for instance Zinchenko was up against certain players, I'd feel scared, innit? But if I know Skelly's starting, I feel a little bit more comfortable with that, purely because Timber's on the right as well. So the balance is just there, innit? Even when Tierney played, I felt like we had better balance in that game as well. But yeah, man, Skelly, man, I'm very impressed with Skelly. There's not much I can say about Wanyeri, because he keeps getting these little 5-6 minute stints, and it's like, what can he do in that time? I'm glad that he got to play finally with Odegaard, but there's no time to see them do anything, innit? So it is what it is. But yeah, big up Mali, man. Skelly done well. Big up E. Ross, hang in there, Viewz, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was bad yesterday. I mean, I'm feeling a bit better today, innit? But it's my mum-in-law's birthday. The kids and the missus have gone over there. And I'm just like, boys, before Christmas, I don't want to spread the lurgies. Like, who knows if I'm going to get to taste my Christmas dinner, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Mad. The only thing I can look forward to, like, I'm too old for presents and all of that, so... But yeah, big up everyone passing through, man. Appreciate that. If you can drop a like. It's mad. 3-0. I just saw Man United get tucked up at home. 3-0. 3-0. That's crazy to me, man. And they just look like... Well, I saw they had a few chances, actually. They had a few chances in that game. And it's just like, they just couldn't score. They couldn't buy a goal, innit? Do you know what I mean? That was crazy. I didn't expect that. I didn't think it'd be an easy game, but I didn't expect that. Big up Sergio. I am the biggest fan. Big yourself up, my bro, man. I'm going to definitely subscribe to you when this live finishes and it registers on the page. I'm going to sub you up, man, definitely. Big up Desi. Hi, my name is Desi. Big yourself up, my bro. Sergio saying bye, take care. I know the big game of the weekend's coming up now, Liverpool Tottenham. What do you reckon, guys? What's your scores? What's your score prediction? I mean, obviously I didn't see Liverpool drawing in the last two games. I know their game against Everton was called off, but then they played Newcastle. I think they drew that one 3-3. And then they drew another game, innit? They drew with Fulham. So, you get me? Like, the Premier League is very hard to predict. Every time I'm doing these prediction videos, I just feel like I'm playing the lottery or something. Like, I'm not getting a lot of them right. Do you know what I mean? The Premier League is hard to predict. Look at Wolves. What was their final score? When I checked, it was like 3-0 to Wolves. I thought, right, I thought that was going to be a much closer game as well. Big up E. Ross, he's saying 2-2. I'd love a 2-2, my bro. I would love a 2-2. It's mad with Tottenham because one day, you know what I mean, they're world beaters and the next day they're getting drubbed by whoever. Do you know what I mean? Spursy doing the Spursy. Like, look at their last game against United. Like, that ended up 4-3. 7, like, madness. So we know that they can score goals, but they also concede it. So I made my prediction video, but I feel like I'm blind with it. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm blind with it. I just cannot predict these scores this year. It's been mad. Big up Malik. Laugh out loud, hoping for a 0-0, but I think Liverpool will win 2-0. Well, they are due a win, innit? They've had a couple of draws where I thought maybe they'll get a loss. I was hoping a little loss will come into fruition, but it ain't happened yet. So it can either go one way or the other. I mean, it might be another draw. As E. Ross said. You get me? I'll be happy with that. It could be a win, but it might be a loss. And it's good. It's good to see what Slot can do with the adversity that comes his way, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's good to see what Slot can do with the adversity that comes his way, because even though they've dropped points in the last 2 games, it's a couple of draws, innit? In relation to Arsenal, like, we've drawn 6. Do you know what I'm saying? We've drawn 6. So, you know what I mean? So in terms of Liverpool, like, you know, you could say the momentum slowed down a little bit, but do you know what I mean? All they need is a good win today and the momentum's back on. As E. Ross says, toss of a coin with Spuds. Absolutely, bro. Absolute toss of the coin. You don't know what you're going to get. You really just don't know what you're going to get. Like fucking Forrest Gump, bruv. Box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're going to get. So I can't really predict that game. Obviously I'm happy with our result. Arsenal, we was the last game on Saturday, which I always hate being. I don't like being the first game and I don't like being the last game. To be honest, it's mad with Arsenal. Let's be honest, because even certain 3 o'clock kickoffs, I'm just like, do you know what I mean? So it might just be the trauma that I've had to deal with over the years with my team, you get me, and how bad we've been this season. I'm surprised that we're even where we are, like with how bad we've played. And do you know what I mean? Man City's just said hold my beer. I thought we were the ones saying hold my beer, because Man City's fell off this year. No one would have expected it. Do you get me? Not like this. And then to say that they're and we just said hold my beer, bro. You get me? We're gonna do better than you. Like, that's how it felt for a long time, and then it's just carried on with City. So, boy, they're outdoing us at this point in time. Big up Eat Ross, he said facts. Mali Talks AFC. Make sure you're going to subscribe to Mali as well. I swear you're doing your own thing as well, big man. So that's all good, man. Go and show some love. We are the last game for the next 2 games, broski. Fuck. I hate it, bro, because look how that game was going. And I had Waffle messaging me. He was just like, bro, we always do this. And I'm just like, like, obviously James scored the early goal. I was getting excited, and then they equalised. I was just like, look, we're going to have one of these mad games. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we need to win, we need to close the points. We need to close the gap. Do you get me? Arsenal never managed to do it. I mean, obviously we did. We won our game. Crystal Palace, I can't complain. But there was moments in that game where it was squeaky bum time, innit? 100%, man. Big up E-Ross. Arsenal better focus on domestic cups, bro. Stop putting their noses up in the air to win PL. And say, hey, listen, I'm a realist, innit? With all of that money that we've spent and the time that Arteta's had at this club, obviously I want a major honour. But I'm not one of these people. I'm sure you see my stuff before, my bro. Like, Carabao Cup, I'm a realist, bro. The milk is spilt. You know, like how we've started the season is not title winning form. I'm not saying that it's impossible, because the way the Premier League's going, it's not. But is it likely? I say that on every stream. No, it's not likely. No, not playing like this. And now that we're getting this little purple patch from Gabriel James, they're going to start coming with all this waffle. They've already come with it. January's going to be quiet. Like, I've seen it way too often as an Arsenal fan. So me, I'm not one of those people. I know there's plenty of them out there saying it's got to be major or nothing. I hear that. But I'm one of those people where Carabao Cup is our best chance of winning something. Now, normally I swear the final's in February, but I think this year it's in March. Big up Miley. Hey, Gabriel James, bro. You get me? Because I remember we was talking about it a couple of games before. When was it? Who did we play before Crystal Palace? Like, my head's been all over the place where I've been in and out, like head colds, in and out my bed, like horrible. But they were saying he scored like 1 goal in 32 games. So you know that song, One Man? It's all saying 1 goal in 30 games, 1 goal. Let's call him Jet. Like, we have to, innit? Because he was so bad up until that. He was so Everton. Big up Mali, yeah? He was so bad up until that. Oh yeah, because we had the back-to-back draws. So bad. And we had Lee Judges with the Nina. You know, like that. We had Lee Judges with the Nina, bruv. You get me? He was about to let it go on Arteta, bro. And I don't blame him, innit? I don't even know why they cut that, because I don't even think that's too bad, innit? It's meant to be fans' opinions anyway. Like, and that's what we got to look at. Fanta Lemon, bruv. You get me? And I'm going to be real with you guys. You get me? We got the Skittles on deck. It's Christmas time. You know, like that. And I'm already... And it's the first time I can even taste the Zoot. Because yesterday, like I said, I had tissue in my nose. I ain't even shaved or nothing. Man's grease. But yeah, Gabriel James has been lighting it up, yeah? And I have to big him up. But we all know it's a purple patch. We all know that, innit? Let's be honest, man. We all know it's a purple patch. But long may it continue. And while he's banging goals and playing well, then play him. Because our striker and our left wing, you get me, it's up for grabs. It's up for... Big up the man, them having a laugh. Hope James can keep it up, but I wouldn't put my... That's what I'm trying to say. Listen, we're realist over here, bro. We know that ain't the case. So I'm seeing certain man on Twitter giving him that little R9 monk patch thing. You know, like that? Like, calling him R9. I'm not going to go that far, innit? But I said if he gets the double hat-trick, I said to Waffle TV, if he gets the double hat-trick, then I might call him Jesus again, innit? But for now, he's still Gabriel James, innit? But big up James. He done his thing. And then you got Gabriel Martin, who once again was shocking on the left. He actually looked a little bit better on the right. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of Gabriel Martin on the right? Early Doors Football TV. Big yourself up, my bro. Hope you're well, man. Make sure you go and subscribe to Early Doors as well. Yeah, man, big up everyone passing through, man. It's not going to be too long. I know the Liverpool Spurs game's coming up. Big up every time, Tony. Good to see you. But yeah, big up, man. Big up everyone passing through. Let me know your thoughts, man. What a weekend of football so far. Like, is it going to continue with the madness? Like, I thought the Wolves-Leicester game was a madness. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think they was going to slap them up like that. I thought that would be a lot closer. I didn't think Man United was going to get bopped like at Old Trafford. I said on my prediction, I think it will be a hard game, like 2-1 United or something like that, or 3-1. But boy, they just got bopped off the park, man. Big up Mali saying Martin looked decent on the right. And that's what I'm saying. And the one big thing I haven't spoke about yet is obviously Saka, bro. And you knew as soon as he went down, bruv, you can tell after he took that cross, I think he's going to be out for a minute now. I don't know, like, I reckon like maybe like 4 to 6 weeks. And that's me trying to be hopeful, guys. Like, what do you reckon? I thought Martin actually looked a bit more comfortable on the right, innit? Like, I thought he actually looked all right on the right. Do you know what I mean? Like the crosses and that, where he's right-footed, like playing on the left, he always seems to just come back, innit? So I think naturally, he's a bit more direct, you know, like that. So we're going to have to rely on the Bolivian now, guys. We're going to have to rely on him because I think Saka's out for a minute. I'm praying. Like, rabbit's foot, I don't know what you do. Like, OBR, Judge, do what you need to do. Because if Saka's out for a long minute, it's trouble times again for the man them. Bigger E-Ross, Gary Martin. Yes, I would call him Ricky Martinelli, like Gary Martin. Hey, big him up, bruv. Bigger E-Ross. Oh, don't. I'm going to start spitting up phlegm, bruv. Allow it. Gary Martin was really not bad on the right, but we all knew that Saka situation bound to happen, bro. Run into the ground, innit? And weren't Deckers meant to have a broken toe? A man took like no time off. That international break was the only time he got off, and he's been playing more time, like always having to look to the bench. So once again, we had Claudio Arteta tinkering again. Like when I saw the Raya and the back four, I was happy. I was like, raw, okay. And then we looked to the midfield and we saw Havertz, and I thought, here we go, bruv. And he had to get hooked in it. He got his goal. I big him up. He was in the right place at the right time. But Other than that, what did Havertz do, bro? Like, when Rice come on, it was like a fucking breath of fresh air. Do you get me? It's like you've applied the Vicks when you got a cold. You can breathe again. Do you get me? Like, Havertz was... He was trash. Apart from that goal, I'm sorry. I was saying to Abs, like, because we was just going back and forth on WhatsApp, I'd saying Havertz is trash, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I feel like when we play with Jesus up front, or James, I'm slipping up myself. When we play with James up front, because he's not as tall as Kai, we don't whip in as many crosses or high crosses as... I don't know if you guys have... Like, we play a little bit more fluid, innit? Like, am I the only one to have clocked this? So I don't know, guys. Let me get a couple of these comments. Oh, yeah, that Gary Martin one, that one sent me still. Big up Eros, early doors football, Wolves surprise you every time. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. But the Premier League's actually surprising me. Like, every week I'm trying to call... That's why I'm not even bothering with any bets. I'm not even bothering with it. Every time I thought to do a cheeky bet, there's always a couple of results I can't put my hat on. And then even when I do think like I've got the feel of it, boom. It's a madness, do you know, like that? The Premier League's been mad this year. Early doors football, Saka left on crutches, is that right? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. My God. Big up Mali. Talks AFC. He missed the ball when he tried to cross it. And I didn't even know. I just see him go down. And I remember, because my stream, I was a little bit behind as well. So Abs was kind of filling me in. I was trying to tell him, right, don't tell me if there's goals. But tell me if there's a bozo moment or anything like that. So when Saliba made that little mistake and Raya had to fucking dig him out of trouble, he told me about that, and the same with the Saka thing. So like when they're playing the highlight, I didn't directly see it, but I see him on the floor and I see him hold his thing straight away, and I said, nah, that's it, bro. Like the moment he started signaling, I said, that's it, bro. And it was bound to happen. Arteta's literally running everyone into the ground. Soon as someone comes back, someone else goes out. That's what it seems like at the moment. But then also, guys, what do you think of this, yeah? Seeing Kai Havertz getting pushed back into the midfield. Now, I personally think Moreno's kind of cheeks, innit, yeah? But we obviously spent best part of 40 million on this guy. And then to see Havertz come into the position that you should be playing. Like, what does that do for his confidence? That's a bit mad to me, innit? Yeah, big up Mali, he's confirming, yeah, Saka left on crutches. That's going to be a mad one, guys. But to me as well, at the same time, yeah, there was a little bit more balance. I know it sounds mad. I'm not saying Martinelli's better than Saka or he's the answer or anything like that, yeah? But there was just a little bit more balance, I felt like. The moment he came off, like Martin was direct, and I just felt like there was more balance. We need to learn how to play without man like Saka on the pitch, man like Odegaard on the pitch, because we see what happened when they were both missing. So let's hope it's not too long. Let's hope Odegaard don't, because he's been getting mashed up lately. Like, because I think teams are finding out when you ruffle him up, he kind of ghosts out the game. Big up AFC always. Big yourself up, my bro. Make sure you're going to subscribe to AFC always as well. Big yourself up, man. Big up early doors. Oh yeah, James. Yeah, 1 goal in 32 games before he played Crystal Palace, innit? And let's have it right, yeah. Like, obviously we'd love to play Crystal Palace every week, innit? But that ain't the case. Like, while he's scoring, play him. The moment he stops scoring, don't play him, innit? Or if you are gonna play him on the left. Because Kung Fu Panda came on, like Trossard, like. He came on again, and for me, like this season, it looks like he really don't want to be here, innit? I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like he don't want to be here, innit? It's like he's too kind of greedy in certain situations. Like he's just trying to come on and score just to prove to the boss I should start. And then when he gets the start, he's not really been taking his chance for me. Like the left position is wide open, just like the striker role. So someone hold it down, no? Like mad. Yeah, big up early doors, bigging up AFC bigging you back up. Yeah, man, big up everyone inside, man. Big yourselves up. Big up Mali again. It shows that Mikel made another mistake. For me, innit? For me, someone made a mistake at the club. Was it Edu? Was it Mikel? Who knows? Why have we bought this guy? Sterling, someone was talking about, why didn't we... Sterling's injured. He's barely played. Maybe that's why. Just like Tierney, I was saying on a previous live, just play him. Because for that one game, we're going to get something out of him, innit? Like, for that one little, that what? How long did he play? Like an hour? For that one little cameo that Tierney come and done his thing, we looked like we had better balance. Like, there was crosses coming in from the left. Like, you know he's going to get injured again, or he's going to cramp up. You know it, innit? Just like fucking Tommy Cafu, just like Calafiori. And then he got mashed up in the Crystal Palace game, screaming down the place. Oh! And I thought, fucking hell, he's going to be off again. So, you know, at 1 minute I'm thinking to myself, can I blame Arteta because every time someone comes back, someone else gets injured? But you know what? You have to blame Arteta because it all comes down to him. Even he come out and said that we're short. So you have to blame the manager, right? You have to look at the manager, you have to look at the club and say, well, we weren't prepared. We got the smallest squad in the Premier League, numbers-wise. Like, what did you think was going to happen? We're never going to get any bad runs of form, or we're never going to get any controversial decisions, or we're never going to get any injuries. Not how you're running the players into the ground. So yeah, as Mali said, he's right. It's like another mistake. You paid over nearly 40 million for this Moreno guy. Took how long to sign him, stretching it out like fucking Mr. Fantastic, just to play Kai Havertz ahead of him. And bring him on for some little dead-ass cameo at the end of the game. Like, madness, man. Bigger AFC always. Arsenal were the first side not to lose a single Premier League London derby in a calendar year since Chelsea 2005. Okay. It's the first time Arsenal have done it since 2004. See, now that's good. That's good. Like, I always like little things like that. However, let's not ignore the fact that we have been squandered. We have been fucking pissing our pants the whole season. Do you know what I mean? Like, fumbling the bag, like, the whole season. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not looking like well beaters. We've had a few games where we've been bopping it around and I've been like, please, please, this is the Arsenal I want to see. Like, please, please, please. And then it's like we kind of go back to the stinky fridge football. Do you know what I mean? So, listen, man. Listen, the Premier League's been crazy this year. I can't call it. While I think we're not going to win the league, like, mathematically we're not out of it. It's not likely, though. And like I keep saying, the Carabao, please don't... Yeah. Who was it? Was it E. Ross? Don't turn up your nose at this Carabao. And don't think Newcastle's going to be a pushover either. We ain't beaten Newcastle in how long? It's like 2 seasons now or something like that. Newcastle's doing a little bit better in the league, but they've, like, for them, like, it's going to be bigger for them, right? It's going to be bigger for them. In my opinion. Like, everyone was cheering when we got Newcastle, and I was like, rah, I would have preferred Tottenham, to be fair, or even Liverpool. But on paper, you'd say it's our best chance to get to a final and win something. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, listen, yes, I want to win the league. 5 years, 750 or 800 million spent. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we still hearing the same PR. They're bringing out varsity jackets. And yeah, the varsity jacket looks good, but I ain't fucking buying it. I ain't buying it. Don't be bringing out varsity jackets at Christmas. Like, win something on the pitch, then you can do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Coming out talking about it'll be a quiet January. Not at the Armoury. Not at the Arsenal shop. It won't be a quiet January there, innit? Big up Mali. It's that mad that I would have rather us play Zubimendi in the 8 than Moreno. Why did we even go for Moreno when I swear Zubimendi had a clause? Oh, because Liverpool were trying to get him. Like, why do we always do that as well? Who cares if someone else is in for someone, yeah? Like, put the fucking money down. Act like a big club. Stop acting like Lidl's. Stop doing this no-frills behaviour. Like, we can act bigger than that. Do you know what I mean? Why didn't we go for Zuba, like Moreno? He weren't even the best midfielder at fucking Sociedad or whatever, like. Or did he play at... Or was it Bilbao? One of them anyway. I don't even know. I don't watch that league like that. But he weren't the best player there. Zubimendi was. So why weren't we in for him? It's just like you've got 2 stars in Osimhen and Gyökeres, and we're talking about Sesko. Like, do me a flipping favour, man. Big up E-Ross saying facts, views, Newcastle going to be tough. Yep. Big up Rosie. Hope you're well. As you can hear, I'm not. I hope your family is getting better. Get well soon to everyone. Big up Rosie. Make sure you go and sub to Rosie. You know what to do. Mali talks. Mikel should have won a cup double and a league. Yeah, bro. And I feel like we've had our best chances to win. I feel like we've had our best chances to win the league, and we haven't taken it. We've done a Spurs and we've bottled it. At this point, we are doing up spicy Spurs. That's basically what we are. Do you know what I'm saying? And people might cuss us and we're embarrassing and we're this and we're that. Fair play. I can't even argue with you. When you got Claudio Arteta coming out talking about I've won 3 trophies, you're talking about them dinner plates. Like, do me a favour, bro. Do me a favour, bro. Bringing out varsity jackets and talking about dinner plates. Like, bro, this club is like the Ali G of football clubs, bro. It's so embarrassing, man. Fucking that. Oh, what, Luis Diaz goal? What has it started? Oh, I know people are going to want to watch that game, me included, man. So I might have to wrap this up, man. Big up AFC, always more merch than trust. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. With the time that he's been here as a novice manager, the money that he spent, it's not out the question for us to expect a league. Big up Sergio, you're back. I'm going to be coming off soon, though, my bro, because I want to watch this game, man. But big yourself up anyway. But yeah, in conclusion, it's definitely something that we should expect. But the Carabao Cup this year is our best chance of winning a trophy. And that's what I was getting bantered with last year from Liverpool fans. They fell off in the title race, but they told me we've had a better season than you because we picked up something and you lot never. And I was finding it very hard to argue with them. So I will take that this year. If Arteta wins the Carabao Cup and nothing else, is it going to be questions asked. I've said that might be good enough depending on where he finishes in the league. But other than that, Arsenal's got to go. We got to go game by game. You know what I'm saying? We got to win. We got to put on the fucking run of games now before we can even talk about being in the title race. Like, you know what I mean? Mathematically, yeah, but like as Mali says, look, Trent's doing up the business. League Cup only he needs to go. See, some people are saying that. Now, I'm not opposed to him going. I'm not opposed to him going. But at the end of the day, I know what the club's like. They've just given him a new contract. Do you get me? So I'm just trying to be as realistic as I can about it. If you pick up something this year, realistically, it should be a cup double. But if you pick up third and the cup, I wouldn't be happy with it. I wouldn't be like celebrating, but all right, cool. Maybe you get to go again. However, if you pick up the League Cup and we finish outside of the top 4, even fourth, bro, even fourth. I mean, it's not, even third ain't great, is it? After what we've invested, but the way we've started the season, do you know what I mean? Listen, if someone becomes available or we go and make someone available, because I'm not opposed to that either. Why don't we start acting like a fucking big club? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not opposed to that. And I'm definitely not opposed to him leaving. Because every time he talks, bro, like, I'm confused, innit? He's acting like Wenger already in 5 years. And he's got the power of Wenger already. So, I don't want no one to be bigger than the club. But looking at how it is, knowing my club, that they've just given him this new contract. Like, if he don't win nothing this year and he gets inside the top 4, I'm going to scream Arteta out. But the club's going to keep him. So I'm just trying to be real. I'm just trying to, what could I accept? Now, I can't really accept after 5 years just the League Cup. But I have to accept the fact that the club ain't just going to sack him. Especially if he gets the League Cup. They're definitely not going to sack him. So, like I said, that's what Liverpool was beating me over the head with last year. So that's all I can really say. That's my logic behind it. I wouldn't be happy with it. It's not like, oh, we've won the League Cup. But people can just kind of get off of our back a little bit. And then we need to go again hard in the league. You know, like that. But yeah, man, let me end it up anyway because I want to catch some of this Liverpool game. Big up everyone that had passed through though, man. If you could like it in on the way in or like the video on the way out, big yourself up. As you can hear, I'm not well, man. I just thought I'd jump on, do a little something because I was unable to do a fan cam yesterday. But yeah, big up everyone, man. Much love to everyone. Let's hope Tottenham can maybe come back in and make this a draw at least, man. Big up Mali. Definitely ain't leaving. He definitely ain't leaving, bro. So we got to accept it. Big up AFC. Alonso took a mediocre Leverkusen side. Went unbeaten on his first season. Almost did a treble. Inzaghi took Inter to the UCL finals. Yep. You get me? Look at Simeone. Look at Conte. in his second season, won the league with them. Yeah, after 8, I'm not saying it's enough, bro. I'm not saying it's enough. I just know what this club's about. It's not enough. Why do you think Ten Hag went? And in his 2 years at United, he done better than Mikel, super duper Mick. I'm not saying that's enough, but I know what this club's like, innit? But let me catch some of this Liverpool game, man. Big up everyone. I'll try and be back again. What is it, Monday tomorrow? So yeah, I should be back again, man. We can talk over the weekend's football a little bit more. Trent delivery better than Domino's. That's what I'm saying, man. And everyone's talking about, I don't want to hear people talking about Slotting got a good team. Well, he did. They got 4 world-class players in their team. But he is doing well, innit? He is doing well. But anyway, guys, I'm going to finish my zoo, watch the game. Big up everyone. Please drop a like on the way in or out. And we'll be back again tomorrow, man. Peace.